Live in the Gray stars Michelle Krusiek, and it is directed by Abel and Burley Vang. Okay? And that's pretty good. I enjoyed this movie. It was really good. Here's the thing. At first, I didn't like it, and then as the plot thickened throughout the course of the movie, I actually ended up liking it. It follows this tragic story of this young woman, family, husband and wife actually, who lost their son. And she was so dealing with that, and when you watch the first scene, it kind of like throws you back, because you kind of really see the scope of her pain, though you're not sure what that pain is at that point because it's still the very beginning of the movie. And then as the story develops, you get to see what was really haunting her. Her grief. Grief can like drive people to do crazy things. What seems to happen over the course of the film, over the course of the story, is that she developed, maybe it had to do with the trauma of losing her son. It didn't seem like she always had this gift. She developed a gift about seeing dead people. She became kind of like Lorraine Warren from The Conjuring. Like she can see and speak to ghosts essentially, and while and working as a social worker, trying to help another family with their kid, it seems to overlap into her own grief. She didn't want to let this case go. Her boss wanted her to not do this case, but she really wanted it. Initially, she didn't, and then she wanted it, and then, it became an obsession with her. It has to do with this story. This movie is basically about grief, how to handle grief, how to let go of people that we lost. And but it's done in a very methodical, cinematic way that it's creepy. There's some creepy moments, when you see there's a particular ghost that she's handling, this woman. Her name is Claire, and she's trying to deal with this ghost that keeps kind of haunting her, but it's obviously, it eventually becomes one of those, it's haunting you, but it's actually a ghost that's trying to find peace. It's one of those stories. So no, there's no demonic presence. You're not going to get a demonic presence. You're not going to get an exorcism. You're not going to get any of that. But you are going to get, what you are going to get is a good ghost story. Again, it's on Shudder. If you have Shudder, you can watch this. If you're not, hey, why not subscribe, right? I'm not a sponsor or anything like that, but I only pay like $6 a month for it. That's like a latte grande or something at Starbucks. So that's, it's a pretty good story. It has its creepy moments. It's more drama than it is horror, admittingly, and that's okay. As long as it feeds into as long as it makes the story a good story, I don't see any problem with it. I'm gonna give They Live in the Gray 3 coffee cups. It was a good story. It's worth a watch. I would, if you see it by yourself the first time and you kind of want to engage a friend or a loved one to watch it with you for a second round, I could see that happening. Like I could see myself doing that because it gives a good idea of what a story like this can really do. It connects you. It connects you. Let me just say it like that. I got a little lost in my words there, but the story connects you and it has a bit of a realism to it. It's interesting because at the end of the story, you kind of see Claire and she kind of like embraces her gift. At first she shunned it, and then she kind of embraced it and she becomes kind of like a Lorraine Warren type. It's almost like it was a calling that she was ignoring. And it took this situation in this film, which I won't get into so you can see the movie, for her to kind of realize her gift and to embrace it. So I will definitely watch it. Let me know when you see it. Come back, talk to me, comment, and let me know what you think, if you liked it or not, if it passed for a good ghost story. On Shudder, They Live in the Grave. Go check it out. This is Ralph Perez, Horror and Coffee. Take care.